Autumn is coming, fruits are falling, wasps are flying. Does an artificial wasp nest keep wasps away or not? There was this one year where wasps built a nest right here above the door to my balcony. And it was huge. The whole area here was filled with wasp nest, even going further into the walls. They had entrances and exits everywhere, like around here and each of these little holes up there. So the brown stuff now is me trying to fill the holes with foam, but the grey stuff here is still leftovers of the wasps. For the whole summer long I didn't get stung one time, but I had guests and workers here. They got stung. I have no idea what they did. If you're in a situation like that, just try to keep a bit of distance and stay calm. What I did every time I moved in and out, I just ducked down a little, and that was it. Wasps and I had a deal. So to avoid this happening again, I made myself an artificial wasp nest. Does an artificial wasp nest keep wasps away or not? Okay, I'm doing what you should never do in a YouTube video. I'm telling you the answer already now. And my answer with this experience is no. But I have a little funny story to tell you about this. But before that, a little bit of education, because I've seen so many videos where people go like, oh, I have a bee's nest and how to get rid of bees or wasps or whatever, and I was looking at them and went like, these aren't bees or wasps or whatever. It almost seems like as soon as people see something more or less yellow and black striped, they go like, oh, it's a bee. Let's start with the bumblebee. It's a pollinator with fuzzy hair. Bumblebees can sting, even multiple times. But in general, they are friendly, and you have to act really stupid to get stung. Then there's the honeybee. It's usually the main pollinator and the one that makes the honey. They can sting, but only once, because the stinger will be ripped out of the body and it'll die. But in general, they mind their own business, and again, it's usually your own fault if you get stung. And here's the wasp. These are the ones that annoy you while eating meat or sweets. Their job is to clean up nature from dead insects or fallen fruits. But they are also more likely to become aggressive if you don't stay calm, or are even a threat to their nest. Then they'll sting multiple times. The most scary ones are the hornets. They are huge and therefore loud. In general, they are not aggressive, unless you get closer than 3 meters to their queen or nest. Their stings hurt a lot. It might take a lot, but with the amount of venom, an adult person can die from more than 50 hornet stings. So while this was hanging here, I realized that there was a wasp starting a nest right there. And I had no idea what to do to prevent the wasps from keep on building that nest, because it's really high up there. And shortly after I learned what really helps against wasps. Because only a couple of meters away from the wasp, a hornet started building a nest up there. The wasp over there realized that as well and immediately took off, didn't came back. Of course, having a hornet's nest on the balcony is even worse than having a wasp's nest. So what I did, Got me a ladder on the table. Got it as close as possible as I could. And the hornet constantly took off to get more building materials. So I waited until the hornet was gone, climbed up there and sprayed it with wasps poison. I sprayed only the nest. It was still in the beginning, so there wasn't even a build-up that could house any animals in there already. I used a special wasp spray with a short pipe here, and you could spray that thing over like 2-3 meters pretty accurately. So this hornet came back and knew already from quite a distance that something was fishy. It landed on the beam there and walked back to her building site. And oh boy, that hornet wasn't happy. It was angry. She was buzzing with her wings. Definitely an angry sound. But I was sitting far away enough that she couldn't link it to me. So the only thing the hornet could do was take off again. Find somewhere else to build a nest. But somewhere the wasp from the previous nest sat somewhere and watched the whole story happening. And she knew, okay, the hornet is gone, I'm good to move back in. The wasp coming back was a bit confused about her first build-up, so just started to build a second nest next to the first one. But of course, the wasp as well had to go every now and then to pick up more building materials. And I was still here, the ladder was still on the table, so I did the same that I did to the hornet's nest. When the wasp was gone, I sprayed it, the wasp came back, wasn't happy, took off. And that year I was absolutely wasp free around here. So back to this thing. It's just wrapped up paper and it's up here for years now. Didn't do any good in concerns of wasps, but as you can see, I don't know if it's birds that collecting nesting material or whatever, but maybe it's even benefiting some bugs or so. So since I'm up here, I'll just remove it. Nah, I think I'm going to burn that thing. Who knows what kind of bugs are in there. So off to the oven with it. Maybe you have different experiences with artificial wasp nests, and would be really interesting to hear about. If your experiences went any better, then let me know in the comments. I hope you got anything out of this video. See you in the next one.